Hey, welcome back, guys. This is Raynan. You're watching Stock Advice, where we discuss all economic news here in Canada, the U.S. Stock markets, and contentious issues that we're facing right now. Well, thank you to 240 subscribers that I've seen subscribe to my channel, and I would like to join you. If you haven't done so, please subscribe so that more people will see my videos and hopefully benefit from it. Again, everything that I say here, just my opinion, my take, and my views as a um, someone who just arrived here in Canada. I've been here for like 6 years now, and so we're gonna start. Uh, this has been on the news. It was posted on August 31st, 2022, and as the title says, Bank of Canada thinks that we are all stupid because they came on Twitter. I'm gonna show this to you, right? If you can, again, the link is on the description box below. If you kindly click on that link, it will take you to the news article from CBC. Bank of Canada reputes printing money misinformation on Twitter. So normally they come out with a statement or press briefing only for the market participants. The ones who are in the stock market, in the ones in the government who would likely want to know what's going on. And this is the first time that they came on Twitter to refute this, because Twitter, as we all know, general public is there, and so that's they want to debunk the claims that they printed money. And so in another article, I'm gonna show you that they really did, although they didn't print money physically. They did it digitally, because uh, why would you do it will just go up in their cost will just go up if they print physical paper monopoly money, right? When they can just do that in a few keystrokes on the computer. So why do physically when you can do it digitally, right? So it says here, as the Bank of Canada tries to rein in red-hot inflation, the central bank is engaging in another fight against misinformation. So, however, in its most recent Twitter thread, the bank went beyond explain economics and took direct aim at a common attack levied against its policy decisions during the pandemic. It says here, the hashtag, "You ask us if we printed cash to finance the federal government. We didn't." So normally, what happens is, if they give the money straight to the government, that would be in violation of their charter, right? It will be um, how you call that, monetization of the debt. So what the government does is issue bonds, payable in like 25-30 years, and then sell it on auction to the public, to funds, to everyone. And then once they're already out there, they can now pluck this out and buy it from the secondary market. So it's the same thing, they're monetizing it. So as I'm gonna explain this to you, uh, okay, today's high inflation environment and the politicization of the central bank has led to a wider audience, with more Canadians concerned about a rising interest rate and high cost of living. Okay. He also repeatedly claimed that the central bank printed money to finance federal spending and therefore caused inflation. However, the Bank of Canada and economists, imagine Bank of Canada and well-known economists, probably there's an army of economists at Bank of Canada, in the Bank of Canada, which they're paying um, for them with tons of cash, right? Just to give them the right data, and then they get everything wrong. They get the inflation wrong. They get all the trends that going on are against of what they've been studying for the past 2 years. And there's always been this expression of the bank printing money whenever they engage in these kinds of policies, but it's not actually what happens. The policy Connick refers to is the quantitative easing, a measure the Bank of Canada attempted to explain in a series of tweets. Sometimes referred to as QE, quantitative easing is a relatively new tool used to keep money flowing when interest rates are already hovering around zero and can't be cut further. It garnered worldwide attention when it was used by the US Federal Reserve in the aftermath of the 2008 financial crisis. Actually, it was used by the Bank of Japan in the 1990s, and they have been using it up until now. So it's just um, Bank of Canada, and it's not only here in Canada, it's all over the world, in the Philippines, most especially. That's why in the Philippines you see prices of commodities and everything, basic goods and services going up, skyrocketing. That's what they did. They printed it. Okay, I'm just gonna explain this to you again. We'll continue on. Okay, I couldn't find it. So quantitative easing is actually when okay, so we're gonna go on to another article where they actually said that um, it says here from Financial Post, the Bank of Canada is losing money for the first time ever on rising rates. So on the first article from CBC, that was from CBC, Bank of Canada Refutes printing money misinformation on Twitter. That was on August 31st, 2022. And now, from Financial Post, Bank of Canada is losing money for the first time ever on rising rates. Okay, this was posted on September 16, 2022. Okay, and I'm gonna read to you a part here where they explain what QE is. But the Bank of Canada predates quantitative easing, or QE, an anti-deflation tactic that involves creating deposits. So actually they're using other words to mean something else, right? So instead of they say, okay, they used QE, which you would find out that it involves creating deposits, right? So instead of cash, they put in deposits. So what would you do when you create deposits? When you create deposit, there's numbers in there. There's cash. There is fiat currency. There is the monopoly money, right? So again, this is just my take, my opinion, and uh, um, my views, right? So but then these are all on social media and news articles from mainstream media. So it's up to you if you want to believe it, or again, I'm just explaining it to you. Did my due diligence, and I just want to let you know these are all on hidden. These are all hidden on plain sight. If you kind of go into delve into that, and you're gonna find out what really they did. It was they they printed cash. That's why the cash now is valueless, and now they're raising interest rate to that so that they can push the narrative that that actually this cash, this dollar that they printed is worth more than what it should be. That's why everyone is. That's the reason why everyone is going into cash, is because it's the most liquid asset. Remember, it's the most liquid asset. When everything goes down, stock market, bond market, real estate market, uh, crypto, everything. When this goes down, they can buy it quickly. They can buy it, in a breeze using that cash. When that happens, this cash will gonna go down the drain again. All right. So as explained here, it's on the fourth paragraph. It says here, but the Bank of Canada Act predates quantitative easing, or QE, an anti-deflation tactic that involves creating deposits in the form of deposits for creditors at the central bank. So they created credits for these other financial institutions like banks or hedge funds, or individuals, right? Creating deposits at the central banks, and then using those newly created deposits. So when you have deposit, there absolutely is digits in there, as I've said earlier. So newly created deposits to buy bonds and other financial assets. So as I've said, they cannot buy it from directly from the treasury. So what the treasury will do is issue these bonds and then sell it on auction. And then once it's out there, they can now buy this back. So now they're holding all these liabilities in their balance sheet, which is now their asset, right? So the government of Canada is now paying them interest. So that's how they. So I don't understand how they're losing money for the first time ever, says in the article. But they can always print cash digitally, right? So that's the reason why I don't want to. We don't want no one wants to lend money uh, when you know that you're gonna lose its value in the long run, for 0%. That's the reason why the interest rate are going up and everything else is going up. So yeah, okay. So as I've said, you can click on the link on the description box, and it will take you to the article. Bank of Canada deployed QE for the first time during the COVID crisis, flooding the financial system with the equivalent of hundreds of billions of dollars to help keep downward pressure on interest rates and to increase the capacity of banks to lend money. So there you go. Uh, it's it is here, on these articles and everything. They can't hide the fact that they did. And there's another article which I haven't found it yet. I'll gonna, you know, it's all about the Bank of Canada, because if you don't pay close attention to all these news articles, these are the ones who are dictating our life, how we live our lives. The financial aspect of the economy is how is dictating how we live our life, because when the value of the cash goes down, you don't have any other any leftover cash to indulge in, taking a big vacation or going to a concert and stuff like that, buying dresses, sneakers and stuff. Okay. I guess I've This video has run its course, and I'll leave you with that. Have a great weekend, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Stock It Wise, and also do check out my other channel, Halo Halo Conquers World, and Off the Box, where I basically review sneakers and everything about the sneaker game, sneaker culture, and stuff like that. And thank you for watching. Have a great weekend. I'll see you again on my next video.